And I am raw to the bone. I know, I'm a few minutes late. I just got off my bike, but I'm gonna start y'all out with some positive vibes for the morning. All right, because you know what I say, it's gonna be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, you grow hard about what you wanna be. Step four,
Hey,
everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do. The aftermath of preparation.
hey,
Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
Good morning,
If I make
Hillbilly.
a
Good morning,
mistake, it's called
Angel.
education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake
Hey,
up.
Mika.
Today's gonna be
Good
a
morning,
good day.
Akwanza. Today's gonna be a
good day.
I'm a mess. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Life ain't easy, y'all. I think there's a reason, y'all.
Hey,
Ups and
get
downs,
your
it's
coffee,
like every
y'all.
different season, y'all. Sometimes I'm high,
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
You always gotta
Fighting knives from the demons, y'all. Negative thoughts.
a poison they ride. And full of flaws, so she come and follow.
Come on.
Stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the good.
In my head when I'm lost.
So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
Meditation.
meditation.
I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
What? I live my life in my head. Hey,
Like a
Lola.
narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it.
Hey, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, today's gonna
Yes,
be a
we
good
did,
day.
Johnny.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey. Happy Friday, y'all, and happy birthday, Desiree. Yes. How old is Desiree today? Did I miss that? Aquanda, how old is your baby today? Oh, 22. Congratulations. Oh my God, you got an adult. That's not a baby anymore. Happy birthday, Desiree. Yes. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. Come on in, y'all. It's Freestyle Friday. Come on in. You know, normally I'm excited when the weekend comes around, but I'm not that excited this weekend because, I have to work tomorrow, and my work starts at 5 o'clock in the evening and it goes until 11:30 p.m. It's actually a server migration and it's a mock. And what that means is we go to the new server, make sure everything looks good. We come back to the old server, right? And the reason why we do that is because we fucked up so many times that we don't want to engage clients and for them to see our messiness. So this weekend I work for the mock and next weekend I work for the actual migration. So when I tell y'all, I be mentally tired, y'all. Also, I got several orders in queue under my essentially raw business, Body Butters. Thank you guys for ordering. I had to order one particular supply, so it should be here in a couple of days. When I get it, I will get those orders out. So I appreciate you supporting me, right? And listen, I'm going to be honest. My Body Butters, I'm going to tell y'all no lie. This is the truth. That is the only thing I use on my body outside of body oil, right? And I use my body oil when I come out the shower. I mix my own body oil. I don't sell it. I just mix up an oil concoction for myself. And I put it on my body. And then I put the body butter on. I've been doing that for years. People compliment my skin. I used to have I used to get acne breakouts on my back. And I used to have these dark spots on my back. Congratulations, Aquanda. Yes. I used to have these dark spots on my back and I couldn't find anything to help me, and my back used to itch. And so I started making my own shit. Now I've been doing this for about 8 years, long before the pandemic, long before a bunch of people started making body butters, right? I've been doing it for 8 years. I was doing it just for myself. Then my friends and shit was like, can you make me some? Can you make me some? Can you make me some? So then I made them some. Okay. I kept making them some, right? And then somebody said, you keep spending money buying all these products and shit and giving it away. You need to sell that shit, because it was getting expensive for me to manage, you know? And so I use this body butter on my skin. I have no issues. I don't use bar soap. I don't know what Beekman soap is. Um, I use the Dr. Bronze peppermint soap and some other moisturizing body wash. I don't have issues with body wash. It was actually the moisture of my skin. Now when I turn around, I don't have any marks on my back. I don't know if y'all can see my back, but I don't have marks. My back don't itch. My skin is good. And so, and everybody that uses my body butter, no one has complained, right? I have a steady customer base, people that have been purchasing from me from the beginning of time. And so, again, thank you for dipping your toe into my essentially raw business and ordering my body butter. All right. Oh, Cena, thank you. Yes, Cena has purchased my body butter before. Yes. Thank you, Cena, for that plug. I appreciate that. All right. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. So what is on the agenda this weekend? Today is Freestyle Friday. So y'all know what that means. That means that we talk about whatever sticks to the wall, it sticks. All right. I got a topic that I want to bring to the table for Freestyle Friday. But before I get into that, I'm going to read the positive thought. But does anybody have any plans this weekend outside of Aquanda, who's getting ready to get that boss job? Yes, Aquanda, we're manifesting that. We're speaking that into existence. You have the interview, you have the job, all right? We got to start manifesting shit and claiming it. It's ours. It's ours. It's ours. Okay. Any plans this weekend? Hillbilly, any plans? I mean, right now it's dark outside and it stormed the fuck. It rained so damn hard out here. I thought I was going to lose my power. I thought I was going to lose internet access or some shit. But we holding on in here. We holding on. Chicago, keep them damn hurricanes over there. All right? I'm just the fuck saying. So y'all, I got a delivery yesterday. Some more shit for the trip, y'all. I'm so fucking excited. Not clothes and shit. This is shit for our shenanigans, right? And so, as I'm going along, I'm making a list of things that we're going to be doing as a group while we're there at the resort. Oh my God. I'm so fucking excited. How many more days do we have? Yes, Cena's grandson. 11? Oh my goodness. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Seems like time is flying. So I ordered some more paraphernalias and shenanigans for our trip. See, stuff like this. This is what I'll be talking about. 26 days. Thank you, Aquanda. Shit like this. This is the stuff that I invest in this business, right? I invest in it because I want you guys to have a great time. All right. And so it ain't, I'm trying to make it a good time, a memorable time. And again, I'm manifesting each trip to get better and better. Hopefully, as each trip gets bigger and bigger, maybe some sponsors, I hop out the box and sponsor some of these events and shit like that. Who knows? But for now, this is our first international Coffee with Friends trip, and everybody has to start somewhere. My very first event was the ferry picnic that I gave here in New Jersey, and that actually turned out to be beautiful. I gave a local event here in New Jersey before the pandemic, and it was the ferry picnic, and everybody had to dress up as fairies. We decorated the area like a fantasy land, and everybody participated. Cena showed up and surprised me with a nice backdrop with flowers and shit all over it. It said Coffee with Friends. That was where we took our pictures. Cena, I appreciate that shit. You showed up for me that day. I have great people that do support my platform. That's what I'm talking about when I say support, right? That's when I say when people support, it's not always about buying something for me, but showing up, helping me. And I didn't even know Cena was doing that for me. You know what I'm saying? And it turned out to be a beautiful day. It did. And so that was my first podcast event. And that was at the end of the summer. Then the pandemic hit. Then I decided that, no, I don't want to do another local event, right? I want to do a vacation. People need a break, right? You know, I find that people are quicker to book a flight than to worry about driving over the George Washington Bridge, right? And so I said, no, we're going to take ourselves outside of the element. We're going to spend a couple of days together. We're going to be unpacking mental illness and having deep conversations together while we're together, right? Because the whole idea of this platform is to get together with like-minded people and continue to grow. We want to spread this love, right? And what I'm hoping for is people that are at the resort, I'm hoping that our energy levels are so fire that people at the resort want to participate in the activities that we're doing as well, right? There's nothing wrong with that. We'll put some of them strangers in the hot seat and ask them some shit, right? Yes, we played double dutch. Yes, Cena, remember that? At the fairy picnic, everybody was dressed up as fairies, had their elf ears on and their wings and shit, and we played double dutch. It was a great time, y'all. All right. So I do my best to try to bring people together and try to make it a good time. I do the best that I can. All right. And so I'm excited. Get your shit together. Oh, let me show y'all something real quick because this is important, y'all. 1 second. Two things. I want to share two things with you guys that are traveling with me to Cancun. This is the portable carbon monoxide. Okay. Okay. Regular plug. You plug it in your room. Okay. Carbon monoxide. Make sure your ass can breathe. All right. This is what I suggested. No, I'm telling y'all about. Fuck that. I'm not suggesting it. Everybody going to Mexico, you guys need to put this in your bag, okay? A carbon monoxide alarm, all right? Make sure you have one, right? The other suggestion I have is, you know, because I'm traveling by myself, staying in the room for the first time by myself internationally. And so, don't laugh at me, y'all. What is this? This is a lock for your door, okay? In your hotel room, okay? Because motherfuckers, if they know you staying in the room by yourself, they might come in there and get you. Now, Angel has a whole man, all right? So she gonna be good. But for the rest of y'all that are staying in the room by yourself, it might be a little scared, drunk, you know, not sure what the fuck is going on. I got this door lock from Amazon, okay? And it comes with instructions on how to place it on your door. So I have this, right? So I have my door locked, so none motherfuckers can't come in there and eat my ass while I'm sleeping, right? So that's not going to happen. So I got my door locked, and I have my carbon monoxide, all right? So make sure these are suggestions that I'm telling you, okay, to go out and get. Okay, Deb. So, Deb, you know about the door lock. Thank you, Johnny. 14 out of 6 thumbs. Okay, so we need more thumbs. Come on, y'all, with the thumbs up. The door locks very well. Okay, thank you, Deb. So, get you one, all right? I will add the door lock to your, this is a recommendation. This is not mandatory. I'm making the carbon monoxide shit mandatory, y'all. All right, for real. Like, I really need y'all to spend y'all $20 in getting this carbon monoxide, okay? I need to know that you guys are safe. The door lock, you can do what you want, all right? Those are my 2 suggestions for safety when we're traveling. I tell y'all, when I fucking travel, I try to travel as safe as I can, right? We are responsible for our safety. And I'm sharing that shit with y'all. I don't want y'all to come in my room and be like, oh, bitch, you got a special lock on your door. You ain't tell us. The fuck? Another good one is a door stopper. That now has an alarm on it. The sound is piercing. Yes, I did see that. But this one got great recommendations. And I don't want nobody to touch my door and no alarm go to fuck off that loud. But that's a good one. But this one, they can't even. We're going to go with this one for now. But that's another good one. That's another good one. That might aggravate the shit out of the people in the hotel. But so what? Everybody need to wake the fuck up if you busted in my door. What's going on? Good morning, Theo. Good morning. Good morning, Johnny Hill. We made it through another week. We sure the fuck did. We did. We did. And July is the month of understanding. So let's get into reading what July has. You have both. Okay, Cena. That's good to know. Oh my God, I'm so glad some of y'all tried these door locks, because I certainly am trying it for the first time. All right. Today is July 14th, and July is the month of understanding. And baby, I need a lot of understanding. I do. I need a lot of understanding. July 14th, I will gain more understanding when I realize there is an I in me that longs to become the I of spirit. Interesting. There seems to be a war against the ego. People are cautious about seeming to be ego-centered, ego-driven, and ego-based. As so many are moving towards a more spiritually grounded lifestyle, the ego is taking a pretty bad rap. Unfortunately, few people are talking about the power, the beauty, or the purpose of the ego. It is the ego that inspires you to brush your teeth and comb your hair. It is the ego that makes you health conscious and body conscious. Without your ego, you could not make steps towards self-improvement, self-development, or self-empowerment. The ego is the little self that desires to become the self-filled and fulfilled by the truth. It is the I of you that will motivate and support you in becoming the I of spirit. When the I of you is tempered by the knowledge and the love of I in you, the ego becomes your source of grace and compassion. The flip side to the ego. When it is understood and disciplined, the ego is a safety net. It is the ego that will warn you about walking alone down a dark street. It is the ego that brings to your attention the fact that you are being spoken to or treated inappropriately. The ego made Sojourner Truth stand up and Rosa Parks sit down. The ego, when tempered by the guidance of a well-nurtured spirit, is an excellent source of guidance. It serves as a map and a compass. It is only when the ego is left to its own devices, when it is not spiritualized by the power of prayer, self-discipline, and the influence of the spirit within, that it becomes a problem. That's when the ego get out of control. Until today, you may not have understood the role the ego can play in your spiritual development. Just for today, examine your ego. Determine if your ego is a little I searching to fulfill itself, or whether it belongs to the big I, destined to fulfill a grander purpose of spirit. Today, I am devoted to checking in with and checking up on my ego. The flip side of the ego. It make a lot of sense to me, right? But what happens with those people that don't brush their teeth and don't care for themselves? Does that mean that they don't have any ego? You know, this is the flip side of the ego. I love it. Any thoughts on the positive thought of the day before I move into the topic that I want to bring to the table today? You know, where's my phone? Because, let me see. I need to make sure I word the topic correctly. One second, y'all. I need to word the topic correctly because I'm talking about, this is inspired by the Keke Palmer incident, right? And all the comments that came around based on the Keke Palmer incident. Now, the focus of this conversation is not on whether she should be wearing what she was wearing, etc. The topic of this, the topic that I pulled out of this situation is, does respect start after marriage? That's my question. I'm going to type it up there because I need to work through this, right? Does respect start after marriage? And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm asking this question, right? Inspired by the Usher and the Keke Palmer thing, right? People, when Darius, her boyfriend, went on social media and did his rant, right? People were like, oh my God, he need to shut the fuck up. He ain't put a ring on it. He didn't marry her. He need to shut the fuck up, right? She's not married. She's still single. She don't have a ring on her finger. And so I asked this question because I was like, okay, that's the first thing we go to when we're not married. We go, oh, I don't owe that person any explanations. We're not married. But you're dating. And not only are you dating, you have a child together, right? You have a child together. You're raising a family together. And so when a husband, or not a husband, when a boyfriend complains about how his woman is acting, right, in public, and the woman's response is, well, shit, I don't see no ring on my finger. At what point does the respect start in a relationship? Do we have to wait until after we're married before we think about how we dance with other men, how provocative we're dressing, twerking at concerts? You know, why is the first response from some people, well, they ain't married? So it made me scratch my head and think, wait a minute, I was one of those people too for a minute that was like, well, he didn't fucking marry her. But really and truly, when does the respect start in the relationship? At what point does this level of respect start in a relationship? Hillbilly said respect starts before you meet. What does that mean? We're talking about respect for each other in a relationship. Let me show this shit because I want to make sure my question is up there. Does respect start after marriage? At what point does this respect for each other start? Cheryl Lee said, yes, the ego sometimes gets a bad rap. It makes you you. It motivates us to achieve goals. It's also a protective mechanism. That's true. There's a flip side to the ego, right? Some people take it too far. But there's a flip side to the ego. The ego is what drives us. I agree with that. Brandon Dillon said respect starts from the beginning with respectful people. So then why was so many people commenting about Darius not being married to Keke and he should shut up? How did y'all feel about that? Do you think this is my point. The only mistake I feel Darius made was going public. I don't feel that everything in social media necessary, right? If you have a problem with your significant other, you should not have to go to social media to air out your business. He should have had that conversation with her at home, under their own roof. I didn't need to know about it. That is the only thing I found wrong with what Darius did when he went public on social media. But was he wrong for feeling the way he felt? And is there a population of people that feel a man can only tell a woman or express to a woman his discomfort in the way she's acting and in the way she's dressing after they're married? Pat said two wrongs don't make a right. He was disrespectful also by posting on social media. This should be between them. I agree with that. He was wrong for that. I agree with that. And I didn't think Kiki was wrong, right? I think Kiki was being Kiki, right? But at that moment, Darius didn't like it. To me, I think that that's a simple relationship conversation. In every relationship, I know somebody does something the fucking significant other doesn't like, right? But we come together and we talk about it, right? But in this case, I didn't feel Kiki did anything wrong. She went outside. She been showing us her ass all through her pregnancy, so it didn't shock me, right? But why do some people feel, why were there so many responses that said, well, he didn't marry her? What does that have to do with his feelings about how she was being, how she looked and how she was acting? Exactly, Deb. That's what I agree with that. We didn't need to be a part of that conversation. I agree with that. Shirley said that foundation, in my opinion, starts long before marriage. Speak on it, Cheryl, because I don't be understanding the comment of, well, they ain't married, so when the fuck does it start? It's paramount for any healthy and successful relationship. It forms trust, open communication, and understanding. Baby, why motherfuckers gotta wait until they marry to have fucking healthy, open communication? Brandilla said, because opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Respect is not only due to a husband. I believe in doing unto others I would want done to me. Cena said Kiki didn't dress like that before that, baby. So of course he don't like it. And honestly, if I was dude, I would not like a string up her ass in public. You don't have to be married not to like that for your girl. So why are there a population of people walking around feeling like just because you my man, you ain't got the right to express your feelings to me until we married? That's why a lot of motherfuckers are not meeting it to the altar. Right? Because what happens when you're dating, what happens when you're courting is an indication of what's going to happen when you're married. People don't arbitrarily just wake up and fucking change after they say I do. So people are paying attention to how you move, how you act, your levels of respect all throughout your relationship. Hillbilly say if you don't have respect before you meet, you don't have respect when you do meet. I respected my child before she was born, all the time she was growing, and now that she is grown. They both wrong. You're right, Brandilla, because one, Kiki went out there. Well, I didn't feel like Kiki was wrong only because I don't know if she had the conversation with her boyfriend prior to wearing what she wore. But I'm just going based on the fact that if y'all follow Kiki on social media, when she was pregnant, she was dancing with her belly and her panties and bra. Maybe she didn't have a thong up her ass, but she was out there with her panty and a bra. And Darius was taking the videos. So this is what I mean. This is one of the things that I say to people, right? Kiki Palmer's personality is big. Her vibe is big. No, we've never seen a thong up her ass, but I've seen her in panties and bras all through her pregnancy, right? And so when she stepped out on that dress, my question was, don't they fucking live together? He didn't know, he never saw the dress she was gonna wear before she left the house. And even if he didn't, she wore that dress because that's what these motherfuckers are wearing out there in the money world land. I ain't got no money, so I ain't walking around like that, right? But this is where they both became wrong. In my opinion, once Darius made the social media comment and then Kiki came back with a response video dance, I thought they were wrong, right? Because people need to learn to keep their arguments and their disagreements off of social media, right? I didn't need to see Darius being upset about his wife's ass being out. And I didn't need to see Keke Palmer come out with that song, even though it was cute. The fuck? Right? But again, this is a prime example of getting with a partner, right? The partner knowing the type of vibe you have, because Keke gets on social media and she has a big vibe, right? Getting with someone and then tuning their vibe down, right? That part, Cena. I mean, damn it. People be thinking they know motherfuckers, right? But, right, Cena, and they don't know their relationship. Maybe she don't want to be married. After all, she does have all the money. Right. Everybody not trying to be married. But even Keke, indicated, I think allegedly in one of her videos, that she ain't had no ring on her finger. So I'm saying, okay, why does it take you to have a ring on your finger? Why does the population of people feel that only once I get the ring on my finger, then my respect starts? I don't agree with that. Pat said respect starts with oneself. The way one dresses is relative. She showed her whole belly on TV. He didn't say anything then. That is what that's the point that I'm making, Pat. You see what the fuck I'm saying? She was showing her ass all through her pregnancy, right? And as soon as she dropped the baby and her body was banging, bang, banging, she had that body, that baby body, okay? He wanted her to calm down. And it's a concert. Everybody gets groped on in the front aisle of a concert. Well, not everybody, but the basis. It's like a comedy show. You sit in the front row, they're going to crack on your ass. If you don't want to be felt on or joked on, sit in the fucking back. Brandilla said, in my opinion, there was a learning moment. Keke is the way she is. She likes to do her, which she has the right to do. The guy doesn't like the behavior. They might not be compatible as they thought. See, this is something that I said and that I've learned from my past relationships, okay, is that I have a big vibe. I do. I have a big vibe. I do. And in my past relationships, I found that I toned my vibe down, right? Because they loved my vibe when they were trying to get with me. Oh my God, I love your vibe. Then when they get with me, it's like, oh my God, it's a little bit too much. You this, that, and the other thing. No, motherfucker. Yes, I toned down my vibe across 2 relationships in my past. And I was miserable. I was resentful. I fucking hated it. I started to rebel. I started to be like, fuck you. Right? All because I felt trapped. Like I couldn't be myself. Like you were attracted to this vibe. Don't change it. Don't come in here and try to adjust the shit. Keke has been Keke from the beginning of fucking time. And now all of a sudden he on social media when he could have told her that shit in private and she could have responded to him in private. They may not be compatible. That part. Right? That part. Cena said, and respect is respect, ring or not. How does one know if you're going to be respectful after marriage? That part. That part, Cena, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, why are these motherfuckers talking about, well, he need to put a ring on it? Put a ring on what? Put a ring on something he already sees is disrespectful, something that he sees he doesn't want to deal with. And I'm not judging him. He has a fucking choice. But he looked at her hanging out her belly the whole pregnancy and he didn't say shit. Now she not pregnant. You know, motherfuckers get it twisted. They be like, oh, nobody want you with your big ass belly. Yes, the fuck they do. Right? And so now her pregnancy is done and she's got that body. Now you want to talk about her showing her ass? Pat, I don't know. Pat said, could it be he's trying to dim her light? Pat, that is a great fucking question. I feel like sometimes, and I experienced it, right? Where people like your vibe, but then when they get with you, they realize that your vibe is, is catchy, right? And they turn around and they try to fucking dim your light, right? By saying stuff or critiquing you or being negative towards you, making you feel self-conscious about shit so that you could tone it down, or saying shit like, oh, that's not ladylike, or this is that. I used to have a guy that loved all of my energy. And then when he got with me, he used to say little shit like, oh, that's not ladylike, bitch. What you talk? See, what the fuck are you talking about? It's the same shit I did before. And the response is, well, you're married now. I don't give a fuck. Right? And it caused so much misery because I tried to compromise, but I was altering who I am as a person, who I was as a person. Good morning, mother. And this is the one thing we as people have to be careful of. Stop getting into these relationships where they be loving you for who you are. And then when you get into the relationship, then they want to tone you down or dim your fucking light. And you can't be who you are. Let me see what Theo talking about. I missed Theo's comment. How I missed Theo's comment? Hillbilly said, if you don't have respect before you meet, you don't have respect when you do meet. I read that one. I was trying to find. Johnny said, people should have a basic starting level of respect at the beginning. After getting to know each other, respect can either grow or be lost. Yeah, that's true. Good morning, Valerie. That is true. Deb said, would y'all say that's a part of being equally yoked? I am really asking because people be butthurt over others' actions and the person doing it doesn't seem to share their level of concern. Pat, I'm glad you said that because, baby, I was having a whole debate on TikTok yesterday. Before I did Coffee with Friends, after I did Coffee with Friends, I went on TikTok and did my little TikTok Coffee with Friends with music and small talk. And y'all know I wear my yoga clothes because I get up in the morning, I do my yoga clothes. I'm trying to get back into my singing bowl, because people getting on my damn nerves and I need to meditate. And, I got on TikTok and, you could tell, I always say you could tell the young guys because, it was a couple of them. They were like, oh my God, what are you wearing? I said, I'm wearing yoga clothes. And they were like, well, who wears yoga clothes? Motherfuckers that work out. Right? I showed them my bike. I said, I work out. Oh my God, that's not dressed. I was like, it is dressed. Okay, it's yoga clothes. I said, if you can't control your sexual urges when you see a woman in yoga clothes, that's your business. All right. And then I mute people like that. I mute them. I don't block them. I mute them because I still want them to see me. I just want them to shut the fuck up because I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. Right. But some people make a big deal out of everything. Right. And Pat, you're right. People see, listen, Kiki, y'all see what Kiki had on at the concert? Wait till Cancun. The fuck? Wait till Cancun. See, this is what kills me, right? Maybe that is inappropriate, and maybe Darius didn't like it, but again, they should have had that conversation at home. But baby, wait till you see Cancun. Okay? Now I agree. Maybe places that you go determine what you should be wearing, but I guarantee that somebody at a hotel, at some resort, will see somebody with a thong on and be like, that's inappropriate. Yes, for you, not for them. I just be learning to mind my business. Angel said, my old band instructor used to say something that applies to this. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So don't wait until you're married to show respect. That part. So I'm going to need the population of people to stop saying, well, I ain't married to the motherfucker, or they're not married to me. Good morning, Si. Because how the fuck, I'm not going to marry you if I can't respect you before marriage. Right? So I'm baffled when I saw so many people hopping on Keke Palmer's post and getting involved with this shit saying, saying, oh, this motherfucker ain't even married her. So because they're not married, he can't express that he don't want his girlfriend's ass out. That part, side, that's why I go to adult resorts. Right? That's an Usher concert. There shouldn't have been no kids there. Brandilla said, I think it was her interaction with Usher paired with the outfit that bothered the guy. All right, so let's ask this. Great point, Brandilla. Did anybody complain when Janet Jackson was pulling the guys up on stage and barely fucking them into a cum state? Remember that? In the thunder and rain. Remember that? Y'all remember Janet Jackson getting up there talking about, I can feel my heart, rubbing all over the guy and rubbing in between his crotches and putting her ass all in the man's crotches, had him tied up, laced to a board, and he couldn't do shit. Nobody ever went on social media and said, oh my God, the guy is inappropriate. He went up there and had his dick rubbed. Janet was all over him. She was kissing him in the mouth. Nobody says shit. Anybody says shit when Beyonce had Terrence Howard up on stage and threw her whole fucking leg and had his head in her crotches and he was like this? He was like dead. Nobody said, oh my God, Terrence Howard is being disrespectful. How could he let Beyonce put her leg over his shoulder? Kevin, I wanted to be the fuck up there too. What are you talking about? Listen, if I was in the audience and Janet Jackson pulled my man, I'd be like, can I go too? Shit. The fuck? I want to be in the thunder and rain. Do me too. This is what motherfuckers do at concerts. Like, you cannot go to Janet Jackson concert and sit in the front. You can't go to Usher concert, now y'all know, and sit the fuck in the front. Nobody complained when the men get molested on stage. But as soon as Kiki took her little thong ass up there and got rubbed by Usher, who y'all know, come on now. It's a performance. Cheryl Lee said, yes, at Pat, how you dress isn't relative to respect. To me, the human body is an art to be adorned as you please. Only Westerners look at it as something sexual only. Cheryl, you my sister. Because I feel the same way. Like, the human body for me is art. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, I could get whole naked and lay out on the beach. Like, it don't fucking bother me. I'm about that life. Like, none of it bothers me. And I don't have the perfect body, right? I got some scars. When they fucked me up from the kidney surgeries, I got some little holes in my stomach. People probably look at my stomach and be like, oh, she had lipo. Them fucking holes are from that hysterectomy and the 3 other surgeries that the fuck happened. I show them shits. I don't have no qualms about taking my clothes off at a beach. If it's a nude beach. The fuck? And if it's not a nude beach, I will take my top off. Now, I have done it with kids around. Because titties to me are just titties. Up, Theo! Bitch. That's it. Is there anything left to say? Theo done said this and that's it. Is there anything the fuck else to say? Because, baby, that's a whole testimony. That's a whole 5 million page book. That's all the words. That's all the words that we need to explain what the fuck we talking about. Okay? Respect includes considering the other person's feelings. That's what respect is, right? It don't have nothing to do with being married. Okay? Respect includes considering the other person's feelings. Deb said Usher literally tells these men, don't bring your girl around me. So I can see why Darius was upset. Well, my whole thing is, you should know better. That's like people going to a Dave Chappelle comedy and being a part of the LGBTQ and getting mad because he talk about the letters all the time. Why the fuck you go? Right? She went because she enjoyed Usher. He knew she was going, right? Usher is an entertainer. Like I said, nobody ever complained about Janet. Nobody ever complained about Beyonce. But Darius came out of the box and made a big spectacle of his stupid ass self on social media when he could have had this conversation in the privacy of their home. And he wouldn't have been wrong. I'm not saying how he felt was wrong. I'm saying how he handled it was absolutely wrong. Pat said, could it be that he's trying to dim her light? Well, back to that question. What do y'all think about that? Have any of y'all ever had an experience? Good morning, Juanita. Has any of y'all ever had an experience where you got with somebody, right? And you found out that you're dimming your light a little bit? Anybody been in that situation? I already told y'all I've been in that situation. I'm not doing it no more. Motherfuckers gonna take this all of this how it is. Okay? Period. I'm not toning down my light. Your mama is gonna see it. Your daddy gonna see it. Everybody gonna see it. And they're either gonna like me authentically and organically, or they're not. Right? Period. I'm no longer dimming my light for nobody. You're going to take all this light. If you like it in the beginning, like it in the middle. The fuck? Because I believe, Pat, possibly he is. Because who is he? Pat says she's bigger than his light. Yeah. I mean, it's no small feat, I'm sure, to date someone that's as popular, that's in the industry and that's popular, and you're not. It's got to be difficult. Thumbs up, people. Thank you, Juanita. We're almost there. We're almost at 100%, y'all. Give me 5 more thumbs. Thank you, Hillbilly. Hillbilly. Rings are not respect. Thank you. Right? This is why I tell people marriage doesn't make things better. Right? Y'all should have been working on those things before you got married. So we need to normalize. Stop saying, I don't give a fuck. He done put a ring on my finger. What the fuck does that have to do with the price of bologna and the respect you're supposed to have for each other? This is one of those things we need to unlearn. I don't know where we got this shit from, but this is one of those things we need to unlearn and understand that respect is developed between each other and being conscious of each other's feelings before you're married. Before you're married. I don't want to hear, oh, well, I ain't married, so I could. No, bitch. Respect occurs throughout the life of the relationship, period. Exactly, Pat. But this is what FYI men and ladies that are a part of the LBG, right? Even though I never understood the difference between lesbian, bi, and gay. Like, I just be confused about the LGB. But okay, lesbian, bi, and gay. They all gay. But that's another story for another day. But my whole point is Kiki has been the same since a child, like Pat said. And she don't have scandals. So whomever you're dating, right? If you find yourself in a situation where your man or your lady or whatever the fuck you date is starting to have an issue with your energy, but your energy has not changed from day one, y'all need to sit the fuck down in private between the both of y'all and work this shit out, because you know what? Before you know it, a motherfucker will come into your life, right? And he will dim your light before you even realize the shit got dimmed. It has happened to me. Until one day I woke up and I was like, hold the fuck up. My light is like at 40 watts. It used to be at 100 and something. I'm over here singing, situations will arise in our lives, but you got to be smart about it. I'm dead, Johnny. And that's true, right? And I think, if we understand this concept of respect starts throughout the life of the relationship, respect is caring about each other's feelings, right? Then we would get away from this, well, he ain't put a ring on it. One don't have shit to do with the other, right? You're going to wait until a man puts a ring on your finger before you start showing respect? Or is he going to wait? Is he not going to put a ring on the finger because he don't like the way you acting, but you acted like that all along? That's when you got to check compatibility, right? And that's why I be moving slow, right? In the dating arena. I don't want to, I used to be quick to announce my men and all this shit, but I feel like all of this need to work itself out in relationships, right? Because I find that a lot of people move funny when they're not when they're not married, and they use that as a basis for how they move. Well, I'm not married. Yeah, but you got somebody in your life. You have somebody in your life that you should be showing respect to. And y'all should be talking amongst each other about what that looks like. But if it looks like I need to dim my light, then it don't look good to me. Well, hillbilly, that part. Valerie, that part too, she might be too much for him. Hillbilly said if rings brought respect, cheating wouldn't happen. Mm, mm. Pat said, I saw the dress. The thong part was covered by a sheer overskirt. The dress was beautiful. I mean, Cheryl Lee said, yes, at Pat. It's Hollywood. Usher has a happy relationship with a woman that understands his job. Kiki friend should wake up. It's entertainment. He should wake up if he's going to be with her, period. I mean, I can't imagine it being a small feat, being with someone in the limelight, being with someone that's in the entertainment world. But when you date someone that's in that entertainment world, you know, there's going to be some things that occurs in that world that, you know, for them is normal. Sai said, flip side, if that was him at a concert, and let's say Jocelyn pulled him on stage, she half naked and rubbed her body parts on him, women would be fire telling Kiki, your man ain't shit, he dissed you. I don't agree with that, Sai. Because how many men get pulled up on stage on a regular basis? We never hear nobody complaining. It happened with Beyonce and Terrence Howard. Janet Jackson did it all the time. I don't think women complain about shit like that. That's like, for me, when I used to go to hedonism with my ex, right? We were cool with it. I didn't give a damn if women danced with him. We played a game, and part of the game was it was like musical chairs. When the music stopped, you had to stop and do a sexual position with whoever was in front of you or behind you. It was like the men and the woman were just going around in a circle. When the music stopped, this woman jumped up on my man's shoulder with her legs, and he turned his head and looked at me and moved his mouth to say, she don't have no panties on. I cracked up. I don't get mad over that, right? Because I had confidence in my relationship. I understood where we were. I understood that in an environment like that, shit is going to happen. I know motherfuckers might ask to suck his dick. It might happen, right? But I trusted my man enough to know that he wasn't going to show his ass at hedonism and embarrass me, right? And so when you put yourself in certain environments, you got to expect certain things. Same Hedo, a couple, she slapped her husband up every 5 minutes because she couldn't take it, right? She couldn't take the environment. So you go into certain environments like these concerts with Usher, you know you're going to get felt up on if you're in the VIP section and you're in the front row. I'm just saying. I wouldn't have said Jocelyn man dissed. I wouldn't have said the man got dissed. I would have been like, that's a part of the fucking show. If they pull my man up there, I'm gonna be like, ooh, baby, he gonna be ready later on. Yes. Bring all that sexual energy back to me. The fuck? Of course, babe. I'm sure there was consent, but still. Pat says, so I'm going to flip it. They are not married, and probably she won't marry him. If he can't handle it, so he better watch out. She was at a concert and Usher approached her. It ain't that serious. I mean, I'm with you, Pat. I'm with you, Pat. The fuck? Right, hillbilly. It's like that around here. Half naked Friday. Kevin, you said you had to learn the hard way. What was the hard way? I need details. You had to learn the hard way. You had to learn about respect the hard way. What happened? Pat said Kiki has been in the game since a child. She has never had any scandals. I read that earlier. Juanita said respect is sometimes non-existent in many relationships. You can say you love, but you don't even like someone. You can love but not respect. Yeah. Juanita also said all the things to build a relationship on needs to be in place before you start talking about hanging together on permanent basis for tomorrow. People propose that for so many different reasons, sometimes very selfish, not because they like you or they love you or they respect you. Oh, just for show, people are proposing. Deb said, I just feel like so much pressure is put on the woman while I am a person that carries respect for myself regardless. I do find it uncomfortable that women are held to this standard that men aren't. That part. So at Carnival, when the men are grinding up on the women in Carnival, we're okay with that because it's cultural. Like, people have to pick their fucking battles. Again, I can't imagine my man, if he took me to Carnival or he knew I was going to Carnival and he saw me on a video jumping up, and somebody grinding on me, would he be mad? You knew I was going to Carnival. You know that this is what happens. It's cultural. It's not personal. Right? Places. Good morning, Michael. Juanita said, especially in these times, the mentality of people looking for coupling. It's a situationship, not a relationship, baby. I'm so sick of these situationships that it makes my fucking stomach hurt. Like, I don't know what kind of pee-pee and doo-doo is floating around in the fucking dating world, but it's contaminated with some flesh-eating bacteria shit that I don't want no fucking part of. It stinks. Like, I literally put up a meme that said, dating after 40s is like going to the thrift store and finding something that don't smell. It's rough because a lot of people are in situationships and not relationships. Okay? I'm sick of it. Cena said that was my comment regarding if it was a man girl. Oh, okay. You know celebrities stage these performances. I'm sure she got okay from Jay-Z before Terrence was on that stage. True. In her case. Right? But we know that they're not the only people that pull people on the stage. This happens all the time. What about when you go to dance hall concerts? Them motherfuckers pull people up on the stage and be like, bang, 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 flipping these girls up in the air and throwing them down on the ground and jumping on top of them and shit. Places. Certain places, certain things happen. Deb said it sometimes looks like control thing to me. They did the comparison when Chance the Rapper, yes, that part, when Chance the Rapper, who is married, was at Carnival dancing with a lady provocatively. I felt like he crossed the line. Yes, did y'all see that? Chance the Rapper was all up on top of some girl, and he's married. Didn't nobody say shit about that until the Kiki shit came. And then they did a side by side and said, oh, but well, look at Chance. But before the Kiki shit came, nobody was calling Chance the Rapper the fuck out. His wife didn't get on social media and say, Chance, why are you rubbing up on? And if she did, y'all correct me because I didn't see that post. I didn't see Chance the Rapper's wife go on social media and complain that her husband was in Carnival rubbing up on some girl. Now, she might have said something to him at home, which is where the fuck the conversation should happen. Cheryl Lee said, I agree at Juanita. You can love and not like or respect a person. You just know what to expect from them and where to place them in your life. That's my new shit, y'all. That's my new shit. I place people where they belong. Because I can't. Deb, you said actually, Ross, she provided a very classy response after they dragged him. But I didn't see her response before the whole Kiki Palmer thing happened. But I could be wrong. Johnny said, I don't think it's a level of respect as much as it is a level of control. Some people feel if you want me to act a certain way, then marry me. Then you have the right to correct me. That part. Why do we feel that way, Johnny? Why do we feel that way? Why do we feel after we get married is when the respect and these levels of conversation should happen? Why is there a population of people that feel, well, we only date and until you marry me, you can't tell me shit? What is that? What is that? Now, if you just my boyfriend and I just met you and we just kicking it, that's different. But if you're my man and we're building towards something, then I'm going to give you that level of respect. Now, I'm not going to wait until we're married, but I'm going to still be me. But that's where we got to make sure we are syncing up with people that are compatible with us. Kevin said, thinking marriage was going to change someone's level of respect for me. The same disrespect before marriage carried over. I was young and dumb at 23. That's the part, right? That's what irritates me when people say, well, I'm not married, and until I get married, you can't tell me what the fuck to do. No, based on what the fuck is going on now is going to be the determination of whether I marry you or not. Because marriage doesn't change who people are. People try to adjust. People try to conceal themselves. But after a while, your true self is revealed. You cannot hide that shit for so long. So I said, we can't tell people how they should feel. She will have to deal with him if they stay together. For me, I wouldn't like it boyfriend, girlfriend, or married. Cena. Well, Cena, if anybody misunderstood me on here, let me clear this shit up right now. I don't have a problem with how he feels versus how she feels. The problem that I have with this situation and a lot of situation is, why must people take it to social media? I never once said he's wrong for feeling how he feels, right? I never said that. What I said was he should have took the shit offline and had the conversation with her. I didn't need to be the butt of the conversation. None of us had to be involved in it. This didn't have to get dragged out. There was no need for him to go on social media and rant about it, and there was no need for her to have a response to him. I felt like that was a private conversation. How they feel is their business. I can't invalidate anybody's feelings, but we as a population of people need to stop going on social media telling our business. That's what I had an issue with. Okay? And because he made it public, yes, it made me question, Darius, what the fuck is wrong with you? You were videoing her when she had her bra and panty on. So now all of a sudden you got a problem with this? But had he not made it public, I would not have had that opinion. So you're absolutely right. We can't tell people what to do and how to do it, but they need to keep the shit off social media, because once it's on social media, you cannot tell me to shut the fuck up and mind my business, because you made it my business. It's our business now. Period. Good morning, Angel.
Good morning.
What you got for us this morning? Freestyle fucking Friday.
Nothing. I just wanted to join in on the talk about Kiki again. I just
Yeah.
feel like really where everything went wrong was publicizing the disagreement.
And that's my only issue.
That's
That's it.
it.
That's my only issue.
Like shit happens in relationships all the fucking time. Like people mess up all the fucking time. If you even want to call that a mess up, her wearing that dress. There's a whole nother discussion to be had about her supposedly being a mother and wearing that dress. That's a whole different topic.
Exactly.
I
Because
believe
that has to do with anything.
not only they ain't got shit to do with shit. You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
feel like um uh, you know, number one, when we have a disagreement with our partner, we should always assume positive intent. We should never assume that our partner wants to hurt us or our partner did something on purpose. Because if we assume that, then why the fuck are we even with them? Why are you even with somebody who, whose intent is malicious towards you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's kind of human nature to be like, oh, it's almost what we talked about earlier about the ego.
Yeah.
Why would you do this to me? Why? How could you do this to me? Like, why? You know, you take it as like a personal attack. We don't take into account that people are fucking human. People make mistakes, and it's not necessarily something that's directed at you. You think, do we really think that Kiki was thinking about her boyfriend and her son? Like, let me disrespect them and wear this dress to the Usher concert. Absolutely not. Nobody fucking thinks that.
Right.
But she was feeling herself. She said herself that her baby gave her a body that she ain't had before.
Yeah. She's
She is
proud of
feeling
her body. Yeah.
she's proud of her body. And that is, to me, that's what she was celebrating. That's what the whole vibe was
That's
that
how I took it. Like she was feeling
yeah,
out. She had this body. She was feeling good about herself. And I'm not saying Darius couldn't have felt a little bit insecure about
yeah.
it, but he could have had the conversation privately. He didn't have to do her like that.
He fucking filleted her on social media.
Yeah.
Insulted her motherhood, insulted her womanhood, insulted her like just it was so cringy. It was so just like how could you love this person and share a child with this person and you think so lowly of them or you think that it's okay to publicly lambaste them in this way? Like I just but again, we're going to offer him grace too. We're going to assume that it wasn't negative intent. We're going to
Yeah.
assume that he was just so hurt that, and let's be real, this generation, that generation goes to social media for everything.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like they put everything on social media. So I
But
think
he
like,
could have, but did he, for me, how he could have cleaned this up is he could have submitted a public apology on social media. You
yep.
know what I'm saying? Like for me, you're right, Angel. You are absolutely right. And that's why I love this show because people put other spins on things that makes you think differently. He could have been so hurt. This could have been
Mhm.
a knee jerk reaction. He could have just been like bing ling 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 because, like you said, that
Right.
generation goes to social media. But he had every opportunity after that. Instead of wiping out all her pictures from his
Mhm.
IG page, instead of throwing his tantrum and going through all of that, all he had to do was say, "You know what? My fucking bad. My bad."
That's it. And here's the thing. The best relationships have fissures. The best relationships have little tears, little breaks, and then when you repair them, it makes the relationship stronger. So like I feel like that was a perfect opportunity for them to make to fortify their relationship. It was
Yeah.
this huge thing, right? The whole fucking world knows about it. And then if he could have or they could have found a way to where both parties are satisfied with a resolution. I'm not saying anybody admit that they were wrong. I'm just saying that they both come to a resolution. Their relationship would have been that much stronger.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, at this point, if I was Kiki, how could I go back? Like, I'm a celebrity. I'm out there. People know me. And And she never has drama. She never has drama.
You ain't heard shit about her.
No, you don't. And for you to do that to her, like if I was Kiki, I'd be like, I might not get back with him because I'm gonna be like, no, bitch, you showed your card.
Uh-huh.
I don't have drama.
Right.
I'm a whole public figure out in these streets and I don't have drama. And you just brought drama to me.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, I love the way that she is like capitalizing off of this, right?
You see the song?
This bitch,
That's
her team is fucking brilliant.
fire. Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
They got fire
merchandise. I am a mother.
I am a mother.
The song that she got, like, come on with it. She just partnered with Zenny Optical with the glasses, like, bitch.
Yeah.
Slow clap. Like, I fucking.
Exactly. I mean? It's like she's responding but not responding. She's responding by making her money off of your mouth flapping.
Yes. Yes, I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. And wait, Darius, ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back at this point. At this point, Darius, like,
y'all, this is rich people problems, right? And so you said if that's enough for them to break up, for rich people, yeah, probably so, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, right? When you are at that level, right? You are protecting intellectual property. Yes. Okay. You are protecting your reputational. Okay. You know, there are risks associated and assigned, just like we have risk controls around business. There's risk controls around your career and what your name carries in the industry. And Kiki has never had any issues before, never had any trash talk or anything like that. And so in a rich person's world, that might be enough to break up, right? Because you fucking with my intellectual property, you fucking with my name out here in these streets, and I'm still a public figure, and might not be the last time I'm outside with a thong on, because I'm in the entertainment world. This is what I do, right? And the only reason why I say that is because if she wasn't showing her panties and bras all through her pregnancy, I would be like, okay, this is shocking. But Kiki was half naked all through her pregnancy, and Darius was taking the pictures. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. Now you mad?
No, you're not mad her ass was out. You just mad Usher rubbed on it. What are you mad at?
I think he was mad at Kiki's reaction to Usher. That's Usher. He can't compete. No, he can't compete with Usher.
Think about it. If like I said, if Janet would have pulled me up on stage, I'd have looked like Terrence Howard. Mm-hmm. Thank you. If Janet Jackson would have threw her leg over my shoulder, I'd have passed out and fainted. My whole thing is, these are entertainers. Michael Jackson used to come out on the stage and stand up like this.
And people pass out.
People were passing the fuck out. Michael Jackson would be like this.
He just stood there
for like 5 minutes. Fucking people were passing out, crying.
Men and women carried out on stretchers. Remember that?
Yes. Now imagine you standing there next to your man and Michael Jackson come out and you faint. Your man is like, what the fuck? Listen, these are performances, y'all. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just like NDRE. Was it NDRE or was it
NDRE came for Essence Fest.
Yes, that. What do y'all think about that? NDRE was upset because Megan Thee Stallion and them was up there twerking. What do y'all think about that?
I agree with her, and let me tell you why.
Okay.
Essence used to be the epitome of. What'd you say? Oh, Theo. Okay.
Theo said it was wrong, but it was impulsive. Maybe that was the plan. Publicity. Anything is possible.
It could be, because I bet you he got more followers, because ain't nobody know who the fuck he was before this, and now he got more followers.
Is gonna sell because of it.
It could be. Okay, but Essence, I don't know if you remember back in the 70s and 80s, but Essence was the epitome of Black excellence. It was the most beautiful, elegant, Black women, and just it was so classy. Essence Fest started, and it was like the greats. You know what I mean? It was the Anita Bakers, and it was just like it had the same vibe as the magazine, right?
Mhm.
And this year it took a turn.
Like a Soul
And
Train time.
it, well, worse than that. It took like a Freaknik turn. You
Worse
didn't
than
see it?
Soul Train? I saw some of the clips, but I didn't see. I saw the clip when
It
everybody
was.
was stage twerking, but I wasn't sure if that was a set that Megan was performing, or I don't know what was going on. But I saw
It
so she
was.
was like
It
women
was bad.
slapping their vaginas on the floor.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, it was rough. And I feel like there's a time and a place for that. I don't think Essence Fest is that. Essence Fest is like an older, more like Essence Fest is like my age and up. And to we ain't out there twerking like that. I love Megan the Stallion. You know what I mean? When I want to get in my, hot girl mood, like she's really my go-to. But I just don't feel like that was the venue, or that wasn't the place for it.
Deb has a question. I hear this so much, so I want to know from these men, how were y'all disrespected? Can y'all please give an example? How
Disrespected with what?
in their relationship? Give an example of
Oh,
something that they experienced that was disrespectful in their relationship. Any man want to give that? Who disrespected you and what did they do?
I want Kevin to join. Kevin has so
I
much to
know
share.
he does. Kevin, you need to join the
Kevin,
jump on a damn camera, Kevin, and stop playing.
Reverend, Rev Kev, can you please?
Johnny said, if my wife and I went to an event or an El DeBarge concert and he was looking for a fan to sing with, I would have pointed to my wife and had her go up there so he could sing to her. See?
Hmm. Hey, that's that BDE.
See? I love it. Jay Williams says, since there was no super lounges, everyone was forced to look at the main stage. I feel they should have used her to close out.
They should not have used Megan to close out.
Oh, they
Yeah,
should
and
not
that
have used
too.
her. Oh,
That
they
too
used her to close out?
on the main stage. Like,
Also, all those girls twerking on the main stage, that was a part of Megan's performance.
I guess that was like the finale, like that closed
Yeah,
out
like
the
it was
whole.
like a bunch of people up there twerking. Okay, so that was after her that was the last performance. Okay, because that's the only clip I saw. And I was like, well, damn, this is what's going on. And it looked like just anybody was up there. It didn't look like
Hmm.
it was entertainers. It looked like people jumped up there from the.
And Janelle Monáe. Like, remember, you know who Janelle Monáe is, right?
Yeah, I love her actually.
I do too.
Lipstick.
Yes. Remember when she was very like androgynous, and she
Yeah.
was showing her body,
Oh no,
and
she shows her body now and she's into women outright loud.
which is fine,
This is fine.
but it's just like, it's
All her
it's
body is out.
yeah,
It
and
looks
her body is amazing.
her
Like,
body is fucking amazing. It is.
this.
It's like,
Ah,
yeah, it's smooth
God
and shit,
damn.
chocolatey, shining and shit. That's
Right.
fire. Kevin said, let me pull over. Yeah, pull
Yes.
over.
He's driving. I didn't call him out.
That's true, Juanita. Disrespect means different things to different people, but we want examples from the men. All right. How have you been disrespected? Janelle Monáe, one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood, but she's doing too much now. She is.
Yeah.
She really is. I don't understand why she drastically changed to the left. I don't understand what made her change so drastically.
It's probably her
So
team.
you think it's her team?
Yeah.
So, Ghost, what's something that was disrespectful that happened in any of your relationships? Give us an example of how somebody fucking disrespected you. A woman.
I mean, shit. I think I done gave y'all examples of shit like that before.
Oh, you did?
Uh, like the ex who regret who remind me every time how sorry she is when I moved back to Mississippi and she
Oh,
pulled back up at the house with a dude.
yeah, that one. Okay, you did give us that good example.
That the when I found the old buddy hiding in the baby mama garage shit. Uh, you know.
I can't with y'all.
What?
I know.
Oh yeah. It was a dude I caught hiding in my baby mama. My baby mama was staying with her mama. She went back to stay with her mama. I ended up putting her out, but I found a dude hiding in her mama garage. Same dude that thought my son was his. Got his name tatted big as hell on his arm right here. Got his name tatted big as hell across the top of his back. Boy had a whole Instagram page from the time he was born, from like the time he was like three maybe when I finally came was shown that page or whatever, and he had him with a whole nother name, same first name, different middle and last name. Uh,
Ghost, how many kids do you have? Just curious.
3.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, Robin, you got to put the link up.
Okay.
that's just
Sorry,
I was
I had
gonna say,
to,
man.
when y'all see me turn my head like that, I'm reading my emails.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, Deb, I'm gonna say yes. For the most part, yes. Like it ain't too much with a man that a woman can do that he gonna just find disrespectful like that don't involve another dude.
Mm, well, I can't say
No,
because
I'm saying like
I'm not
there are
married.
things.
Right.
I'm just saying like for the most part, most things that a dude gonna find disrespectful from a woman is some shit that probably gonna involve another nigga. Oh,
But there's
you should have been talking to him or whatever the case may be. Like it ain't gotta be that you had sex with the dude or no shit like that. It could be something period.
mhm. There's some I have some male friends that will share with me situations and I'm like, I point out that it's disrespectful. And then they're like, damn, I didn't even see it like that.
Like I said, cause to a dude it probably wouldn't even disrespectful.
Yeah,
Like I say, men and women look at things very differently. Like
yeah,
do look at things differently.
you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any other guy on here got an example?
Kevin's coming.
Kevin says she's learning. Kevin is coming, right? I put the link up there. Okay. Because it was a baffling question because I'm like everybody is jumping on, this guy saying
Initially, while I had the show playing and I heard y'all read the question from Deb, I thought she was talking about what do we find disrespectful about the Kiki Palmer shit.
what
That
do you do you what
initially
do you find what do you find disrespectful? Do you find anything disrespectful?
in that situation,
Yeah.
from the outside looking in, just that scene before, not knowing Kiki Palmer before that day type thing, I'm gonna say the fact that your ass cheeks is completely the fuck out. I'm not there with you for you to be wearing no shit like that. And why the fuck is you looking at Usher eyes and dancing on him like that? Like, who the fuck is this man to you? Why the fuck you looking at him like that? Like you gonna be a single bitch by the time you make it back home.
Ah! Ghost, it's Usher. Who the fuck is not gonna
I
look at Usher
don't give a
like
fuck
that?
if it was Jesus. Bitch, don't look at no other man like that and put your ass on him. I don't give a fuck who it is.
So
It ain't me.
if Janet Jackson pull your ass up on stage, you gonna say no?
First of all, the difference is you have to remember
I already know.
perspectives are different from a man and a woman. To a man, I just want to fuck you. Just say I fucked Usher. Bitch, just say I fucked. What's her name that you just
Janet.
said? Yeah, Janet. You know what I'm saying? She gonna look at Usher not just because I fucked Usher. It's gonna be more of a oh, I fucked up shit, and the world see it, and you know what I'm saying, I'm getting recognition, you know what I'm saying, that all this other shit, you know what I'm saying, my followers finna go up, and I like that should be a whole plot and plan, and thinking she did some shit. You trying to
Hi,
upgrade?
Kevin.
What's
What's
going
happening?
on?
What's happening?
Thank you for joining. Yes, I love it. Look at
That's
the
my
Friday.
man. That's
I
my
know.
man.
Thank you, Angel, for bringing Kevin on board. I love that. Listen, Kevin. So you want to tell us what did a woman do to you that was disrespectful?
I think from what the conversation y'all were having earlier, um, about just respect needing to be established and built when you start dating somebody exclusively. It don't start at no certain point when somebody proposes or once you walk down the aisle. That was a lesson I had to learn the hard way. Like I said, very young. I didn't have examples of what a relationship was or what it was supposed to look like. Single mom, never dated when I was, growing up. Dad had passed away, so I had no examples of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I grew up. I didn't know what was going on when I was in my early 20s. I got married at 23. The levels of disrespect that I went through and thought that would change was just it was everything. Not validating my feelings. If I expressed something and how I felt, it was, you know,
Blown
sorry,
off.
just deal with it or man up. I grew up in an area where it was a lot of man up and deal with it type stuff.
Mm.
Like you're big and strong. You can handle whatever comes at you. Um, like I said, not respecting how I felt about things, not having a safe place. That's something that
Yeah.
I've walked into now in my 30s. Where and I gotta thank all the women on here that have publicly said a man's feelings matter in
Yeah.
any sense. Not even just the person you're dating,
Yeah.
but as a human being.
Yeah.
You are
Mhm.
allowed to feel how you feel. You are allowed to express what you feel, right? Um, but I think that was my biggest level of disrespect. And Angel knows this. I got divorced in 2016. This was while I was in the military. I got out and I tried to rekindle that relationship two times. Um, Thinking that maybe, give the person a chance. Maybe they've grown. And you guys talked about growth and change
Yes.
yesterday, I think it was. Um, and no, realizing that someone in 10 years hasn't grown or changed, I learned that in that last attempt. The same disrespect that was there when we were dating back in 2009 and got married in 2008 and 2009 was still there. Some people don't grow and change out of their bad habits, or that's just who they are. They don't see a need to change. So that
Yeah.
was my biggest and probably most hurtful part of disrespect, was not being allowed to openly feel and express in any situation, with or without kids. Because part of this was before I was a dad. Part of this was after. Everyone's human.
Yeah.
Everyone should have that safe space to express how they feel, without it being thrown in your face. That was another thing. I grew up in a very small family. It was just me and my mom. Um, I usually deal with a lot of women who have big families, right? They grew up with both parents. They got siblings, aunts, and uncles. If I trust you with something, don't go tell your family about it, and then when I come around, have it as the butt of the joke.
Mm.
That's foul. Don't
Where's
Yeah.
my
not with me.
gun?
Do
Where's
that
my
with do that
pistol?
with do that with somebody else. I don't like that. That's a huge you fucked
Disrespect.
me over. You fucked me over in that space. I trusted you to express whatever, and then you to make it the butt of a joke to your family in my presence. If I didn't know about it, it's still a bad thing. But if you do it to my face and your family is part of that, fuck you.
And they feel
That,
comfortable enough.
that,
And they
yeah,
feel comfortable
that's
enough to
that's
joke about it.
pure disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
pure disrespect. It's like I'll feel like a woman ain't never respect me from the jump who would do some shit like that.
Right.
Like you feel like I'm a hoe. You know what I'm saying? That's why you feel
Pretty
like you can
much.
do that.
Yeah. So that's
But
my example. I forgot who asked, but that's my example. And to this day, now that I've been able to completely understand and accept that that's who this person is, we don't even speak.
Mm.
When I go pick my son up, I ain't got nothing to say. When I see her any other time, I ain't got nothing to say. Where's my son? Me and my son are gonna go do whatever. I'll bring him back.
I love that.
That's
So
it.
how does that play out in your dating now? Like when you're out there and you're dating, like how does this past experience play out in your future dating experiences?
Person I'm talking to now has shown me you're everything's safe. I found a safe place.
Mm.
To
that's a
where
fact.
I can tear down walls and I don't have to feel like my vulnerability with this person is going to be a spectacle
Mm.
or a show. And this is something I've talked to her about. When you're getting to know someone, you have to talk about some previous, I don't want to say traumas, but they're kind of like traumas
Yeah,
It's
and
trauma.
experiences and
it's
stuff.
trauma.
Um,
Um,
and she's reassured and I haven't met family yet, so I don't know if she's going to follow suit, but she's not giving those vibes. It makes it very, when you learn about yourself, it makes dating a lot different. When you
Mm.
learn what you will and won't handle and take and deal with, you move differently. And y'all mentioned it yesterday. That's part of growth
Yeah.
and
mhm.
change. You got to go through some bullshit to make yourself better, over time.
I
Y'all,
mean,
I'm
Deb,
gonna need an update on that story.
you're gonna need to update. You find Deb said it's not uncommon for people to share their issues with certain family members, and that's true. But if you know that you have a disrespectful family that just be doing stupid shit, then you want to protect your partner, right? Like I
Mhm.
know some families, like my best friend in Brooklyn, her family, oh my God, you can't tell them shit. When her husband, well, no, for real, when her husband cheated, she told her family her husband cheated, but she did it on purpose because she know her family is ruthless. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
why would you tell your family? She said, fuck that. Why should he be treated nice by my family and he cheated? So when he came around, the family let him know, we know you motherfucking cheated. Like it became like I was like, oh my God, y'all are fucking crazy. Like they didn't keep nothing secret. And so if you wasn't strong, right? You couldn't survive in an environment like that. For me, if I confide stuff in my mother, like to my mother, she know not to repeat it. Like if I'm confiding something in you, that's not for you to take and joke about something. Because the one thing
Mhm.
that's a pet peeve for me is, and I experienced it with my ex, was he used my pain as a weapon. Like when I confided something to you that hurt me, it came up in an argument as a weapon. And so I was being double hurt. It was like the old hurt was coming up, and then I had to fucking fight with you over being disrespectful. It's like some people, you're right, Kevin, you don't have a safe space. And so me when I'm dating today, I also look for that. Like I want to be able to tell you some shit that happened to me, and now I do it, and I determine if you're going to take that information and you're going to misuse it. And the very first time you misuse that information, I'm a fucking ghost your ass. I'm a fucking
Uh-huh.
ghost your ass. Don't fucking do it. All right, because people, you cannot fuck around with people's trauma.
Yeah.
Period.
See, Deb, in response to what you talking about, she shouldn't have to shut shit down immediately because she shouldn't have said shit to her family to begin with. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? Like regardless, like that, like again, how the story went, that sounded like she did that shit on purpose. Like she intentionally did that.
Mhm.
Like she shouldn't have shit nothing down because she shouldn't have done it from the beginning. But no, y'all, I'm gonna need an update on that story. She said her neighbor husband got a woman pregnant and his family was at the baby shower. Her sister saw the pics on Facebook. I need to know the update on that shit.
Somebody got to die.
What?
Somebody has to die. Somebody.
What is going on? Ghost, I missed that whole shit. So glad you read it.
No,
But
Somebody
no,
no.
Listen,
That
a
shit ain't
slow
fly by me.
death. Somebody's getting a slow death.
What? The neighbor husband got a woman pregnant and his family was at the
His
baby
whole
shower.
fucking family is there.
A sister, I'm fucking all the family members up. See, this is what
I mean,
I'm
you can't be mad at the family. The
ripping,
family gonna ride for their family member over you.
I am ripping grandma's
I don't
fingernails
give a
out
shit.
one at a time, pushing her down some stairs. Like this shit is going bad. Grandmama is getting fucked up. The matriarch is going down slowly.
No, that's true. Like, they be like, people do share. But in that situation, she knew from the jump that
She knew
wasn't
what kind of family
no
she
shit to
had.
share.
She knew
Hold
what
on,
kind
y'all.
of family
Okay,
she
but
had.
wait, hold on. You know, Angel always has to come with another perspective, right?
Okay,
So
go
I
ahead.
know a little bit more about the situation. I'm not gonna give all the business, all the tea, but I am gonna say that this person comes from a very close-knit family. Like there's a whole bunch of siblings, like they all live together in the same house, and they have a history of just like oversharing with each other. You know what I mean? And so, like, I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm saying that she may not have had the intent of sharing to hurt him. It's just that's what they do. The whole fucking family. And I don't know, Kevin, you text me. Hold on, let me take my phone off. Do not disturb. Kevin, text me if I'm going too far. But
Okay, Kevin, thank you for joining. He's going into campus.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
The mama disrespect the father in the same way that she disrespect Kev.
Wait.
Yeah.
Kevin's mother?
No. Ex-wife's mother. Ex-wife's mother.
Oh, ex-wife's mother.
Father the same way. The same way. It's a learned behavior. She don't know no better.
Wow.
She don't know no better. And the shit is sickening. It's sickening. I'm not gonna tell this man. I'm not gonna go all into it. But let me say this. I am so proud of my friend. I am so proud of the growth. I'm so proud of the acknowledgement that the shit was bad. And I'm so proud of him for choosing himself.
I love
Kevin chose him instead of trying to make shit work because like it's the right thing to do or whatever.
Right.
He chose him, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, good for him.
I love it.
I love it too. Right.
Yeah.
Your average logical thinker, because Ghost needed the update. So Ghost, here you go. It was a whole thing. She kicked him out of the house, then wanted him back, but he stayed with the woman and her 6 other kids. My neighbor now calls the baby her stepdaughter.
Wait, so they still together?
No, he left and went with the other girl. And now his ex-wife calls the baby that he had on her stepdaughter.
But she's not with the husband no more.
No, she said.
So that kid ain't shit to her.
She kicked him out of the house, then wanted him back, but he stayed with the other woman and her 6 other kids.
Ugh.
Now the neighbor now calls the baby her stepdaughter.
I quit.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't know if I really want to ask this question because it sounds like some ratchet shit, regardless of what the fuck they are. But what are they? Are they white, black, Hispanic? What are they? Because it's just that's just ghetto. That's just ghetto. That's ghetto.
That's what they are, ghetto. That's
right.
Ghetto, my nigga.
Idiots. All of them.
Like, how do you wait? But how you calling the baby your stepdaughter? That ain't your stepdaughter. You're not.
They not together no more.
He left you.
He left you.
She say, I ain't letting my man go.
That's my man.
So does she get weekend visitations with her stepdaughter? Y'all said true story. Man, I want to live on that block.
Oh. Woo.
Niggas.
But they come in all colors, so.
Oh!
Like I said, that shit sound ghetto.
They come in all colors. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, see, that would have put me in an orange jumpsuit. It would have. But, I worked with a guy whose wife, didn't give him no cootie cat because she lost her libido. And the next door neighbor's husband had erectile dysfunction. And so he started fucking the neighbor. And I said to him, don't do it. Don't fuck the neighbor, because if she fall in love, y'all already watch each other kids and y'all hang out with each other's families and shit like that. If she fall in love, is she gonna make it hard for you? She gonna be one of them fatal attractions. You gonna have dead rabbits and shit in your yard. He was like, oh my God. This bitch used to call him at work. He used to put her on speaker and she'd be sitting up on a dryer or the washing machine or whatever, masturbating while the shit is on spin and making all kinds of noises through the thing. Fast forward, they got busted eventually. Okay. And it blew the fuck up. I don't know what happened ultimately because I don't work there no more, but he had to work hard to keep his wife. Like I think she wound up staying with him, but you fuck the next door neighbor, I'm going to jail. Cause bitch, don't be smiling up in my face. See, I don't like bitches that be smiling in your face, eating at your table, babysitting your kids and shit, and sucking your man's dick. I don't like that. Like, to me, you need to be a perfectly stranger, like a perfect, like I don't even, like I don't know you. You're not associated
Never
with
met you.
nobody I know. I'm never gonna see you again. It
Right.
can be some shit like that I might forgive the infidelity. But if it's somebody I know and they done ate at my house, sat in my backyard, you're risking my freedom. And so I cannot forgive something like that, because now you have risked the fact that I could go to jail because you know that I does this.
Man, I think honestly, in that whole situation, the wife ain't had no. I mean, she got the right to be mad, but at the same time, she don't got the right to be mad. First of all, you ain't giving this man no coochie, and you mad he went and got it somewhere else. Like,
Right.
I understand that you couldn't give it to him for whatever reason, but
Wait, why couldn't
nigga,
she?
you can't give it to
No,
him.
but that's not my thing. I'm not mad that he went and got the cootie. Don't go next door.
Right,
You
that
can get
part.
cootie from somebody you don't know. I'm
But
not
see,
saying he was wrong. He was wrong for going
I'm
to get
saying,
his dick sucked, but don't do it next door. Protect your
I'm
wife.
gonna tell
You're
you
not
9
gonna
times
leave.
out of 10, yeah, he probably thought about that too, like that's too close to home. But at the same time, I guarantee you, another thought he had was the best way for me to do this and to her to not find out to where my time ain't so, you know what I'm saying, missing about my story, my day. It's
I'm
this
gonna
bitch
save
right
you
next
all
door.
of that. He's
No, no,
specific.
no.
No, I'm gonna
I'm
save
saying
you
it
all.
right. He should have found a
No,
bitch
no, no.
somewhere
I'm
else.
gonna tell you what he said. This is my coworker. We sat together.
Oh, okay.
There's no guessing.
Okay.
He said, I know I shouldn't do this, but it's so tempting, right? Because she keep throwing the shit at me, but I know that I'm taking a risk. This is dangerous. And I said, if you know it's dangerous, you know you can get pussy from any place else.
Yeah.
Why would you do it? Because you fucking lazy, because you don't want pussy
It's convenient.
here.
It's convenient,
It's
right?
convenient.
Convenient.
And then as a man, how many women really trying to just throw some pussy at you? That shit don't happen. So bitch, if you throwing it, damn bitch, let me go and take this. Like I don't like bitches don't throw pussy at niggas. So if you threw it at me, bitch, I might have to go and see what that's like.
Get the fuck off my block with your
And, see,
dick.
and it's
Go
easy for
somewhere else.
y'all to say that because I'm pretty sure any woman on this motherfucking on this live right now, on this show right now, open up your DM on social media. I bet you got a list of motherfucking niggas you can choose to pick from.
Yeah.
If a man open up his DM, ain't not one bitch shot her shot at his ass.
I could put my head out my front door right now and be like, Dick, come here. One of these motherfucking neighbors gonna hop their little happy ass and be like, here I go.
It's so easy.
It's easy to get dick.
Easy.
Yeah, but it ain't easy for a nigga to get pussy. So when a bitch gonna hand it out, hey, we might just take that shit.
It's not easy for y'all to get pussy. All this pussy people be throwing
Did, did,
out
did,
there.
you did you not just hear me? No. Pussy is thrown out to niggas that pay for it. That's the difference. I ain't paying for a motherfucking thing.
I don't know.
So
I feel like women be throwing pussy around these days.
I
I
mean,
do.
again, they may be, but it's still the initial way that it happened was the dude said something to her first. You know what I'm saying? She may have threw it to him after that, but like I just said, check y'all DM. Y'all got 20 plus, 30, 40, 50 plus niggas in y'all DM y'all can choose from.
It's got some. I got
Open
some
up
I
that
ain't
man
even open
DM.
yet.
Yeah, open up that man
I ain't
DM
even
and you
open
don't see
So
not
they
one
be like,
message from
hi,
one woman.
hey, sexy. I be like, oh my God, you from Nigeria. I swear everybody in my
And there do be some trash coochies half the time. It do be some trash coochies, the ones that just giving it out.
Wait,
It do
Kevin
be
said
trash.
trash pussy.
Like the cat be trash, but the bitch be fun type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the cat be trash, but the bitch be fun.
Oh, so y'all said that's what happened. The girl saw him at Walmart where she worked and kept advancing him, and he gave in. So y'all men need more willpower. Like
No,
They don't fuck out of Walmart.
See, again, you saying we need willpower because you're used to getting hollered at all your life. We're not. We're not. We ain't used to that shit. So when the rare moments that it happened, we probably gonna jump on that shit because it don't ever happen. This was the one time. Oh, I ain't gotta put in no motherfucking work. I ain't gotta try to come up with no clever ass line to start talking to this bitch, get this whole number, put in a little time to get to know her a little bit before she has to give me some pussy. Like this hoe finna give it to me? Oh, bitch, come on, let's go.
I can't with y'all. I can't. But all right, I ain't mad. The fuck, I'm not mad. I'm just saying. I just never understood when people be like, "Oh my God,
Facts,
I
John.
have."
The sex do be better when you gotta act when you actually got a connection with that woman.
That's not that part.
Very
That
true.
part.
Well, I mean, I don't know about with a woman, but
Right. Kevin, see, you came back just in
All
time.
right, yeah, y'all ain't gonna attack Ghost like this.
You know what I'm saying?
He in here by himself.
Hold it
I
down,
can't let that happen.
Oh my God. But come on, Kevin. Like, if the next door neighbor is throwing her cootie cat at you, you gotta know not to take it. That's too close to home.
Like we gonna say no at first. Don't get the fucked up. Like we gonna say no, but we gonna be saying no with a smile. You know what I'm saying? So the
Right.
bitch gonna keep on trying. The bitch gonna keep on
Exactly.
trying, and then we
Listen.
gonna give in.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. She can throw it at me for 4 months. In 4 months, I done built curiosity. I done gone through some shit at the house. Me and my old lady, you know, we gonna have one of them arguments. I'm gonna say fuck it, and I'm gonna go next door. I'm gonna try and make some Kool-Aid. I'm gonna need to go next door and get some sugar, and I'm gonna get some sugar plus.
You
You
see?
heard me.
y'all
You
get
see?
along
You see?
You heard me.
This is the shit that puts people in orange jumpsuits because
But
if you find out you boning somebody on the block,
see, but the
I'm
difference is
fucking
when y'all
coming.
do it. The difference is when y'all fuck the neighbor, you fuck that neighbor. Cause why? Cause you liked them. We fucked because that bitch was some pussy. She just handed us some pussy. That's all. That's the only reason why we fucked
See,
up.
that's that twisted shit. So if I
Yep.
fuck somebody, it's because I like them. But you fuck
Majority of the time, if
Yes.
you when you fuck another dude, when the majority of the time when a woman fucks another man, it's because she likes him. Like he fits her criteria in some form or fashion. To a man, pussy's pussy. I mean,
I'm
pussy's
just trying to
pink.
bust a nut.
That
That's
shit
it.
pink. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what race you are. Pussy pink.
That's it. I'm just trying to bust a nut. I need my release, and I'm gone.
That's it. Then after
Majority.
that post
Not
nut,
all the time. Not
that
all the
post
time.
nut feeling, bitch, fuck you. After I got my nut, bitch, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't want to see your dumb ass no more. What the fuck on?
Why is my granddaughter calling me at 10 o'clock in the morning? Like, come on now.
I mean, it ain't early. It's 10.
right.
Early is 6:30, 7 o'clock.
She need to go back. Look. She's still calling me. No, she needs to lay down.
You gotta mute. It might be an emergency.
It ain't no emergency. Her mama's home.
Granny, open the door. Open the door. I'm
Exactly,
outside.
Stacey. Next door. Damn. Exactly. There's a girl. Listen, y'all just told us a story. The husband was chocolate with long dreads, but he walked with a limp because of disability. So those could be right. What does that mean? Stacey, y'all has a neighbor whose husband fucked somebody else and had a baby, and the whole family was at the baby shower, and she saw the pictures on Facebook. That's fucked up.
And Ghost said that men don't get pussy thrown at them all the time. And she's saying that he walked with a limp because he had a disability, so he probably didn't get pussy thrown at him.
Oh, I got it. So because he had a disability and pussy was being thrown at him, he said, "Oh my God, I don't
Man,
pussy at
that
him
was
because I limp."
that was probably the first time in his life a bitch ever threw pussy at him.
I got a question. I want to debunk something. Ghost, when was the last time a female threw some pussy at you?
Go ahead, Ghost. Don't fucking lie.
Man, no care. Like actually threw it at me.
Yeah, say here, take this shit. Come on. You know you want to eat it, something like that.
No,
you didn't do that.
Man, A bitch who ever just throwing some pussy at me, you better not ever ask me to eat her pussy, bitch. No.
Right.
Probably like 10, 11 years ago, something like that, maybe. Like just threw it at me. Like I was like, here, like I want you, come get it. Yeah. Now expressing interest in me, that's one thing. Expressing interest in me was one thing, but actually like throwing it at me, like telling me, hey, look, man, fuck out of them, I want to fuck that. No, like bitches don't do that. Like real shit,
Okay,
like,
your turn, Kevin. When's the last time you got pussy thrown at you?
Last week.
Tell us about it. How did it?
But hold on.
Did you get it?
I think there's
Did you get it?
I think there's a difference in me and Ghost's definition of pussy being thrown.
Okay, let's define it.
Okay, let's
wait. Before you define it, did you get it?
No, I did not. I turned down pussy.
Okay.
I got no. There's a reason though. I don't know, see a little bit of trust issues with, drama from my ex-wife and all that type of shit. I need to be able to trust somebody I sleep with. I'm not out here just swinging dick. Can't do that no more. So no, I did not get it.
No, but can you tell us how she threw it at you?
Well, that used to be my profession.
What'd she say? Here, take it. You want this kitty cat?
No, it's just for me. Since I got a cooking Instagram, so a lot of females be hungry. So they'll
see, that's why it's throwing it at you. Bitches love a man that
see,
can
yeah.
cook.
So the definitions are a little bit different.
See,
so they always, I mean, old exes, old chicks that I used to fuck with, they'll send me my own picture about the food and trying to get a delivery and then another delivery right after that.
Well, see, exes don't count. As a bitch who's throwing it at you, exes don't count. You know what I'm saying? That's some pussy you already had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about a new bitch. Just like I was saying.
Yeah. The new ones, I gotta agree with Ghost. They don't be throwing. A lot of the exes trying to come back for another sample. But new females don't be just out there like that. It's like maybe once in a blue moon.
Real shit. And
it's
half
not
the
as
time
daily
the ones
as
that
y'all.
do throw it at you, don't be the ones you want to fuck on. Them be some
exactly.
That's true. I could see that.
I could believe that.
I could see that.
But I imagine Kevin's Instagram page, your cooking page, is off the chain, in my opinion. I think everybody should fucking follow.
Man, post a link to your page. Post a link to your page in the comments. I don't say because Meeky and Peanut be trying all different shit, like be cooking different shit that we see on.
I'll put it in Discord.
Yes. Here. Thank you.
When this show was over, somebody remind me to go to Discord because I don't never go to this shit.
You do go.
Blue Moon.
Oh yeah, you don't go often because you be yelling at me because I don't come, and I'm like, I put it in Discord.
And I don't be looking at that.
Fuck. I put it in Discord. Cheryl Lee said it's human biology to have sexual desire. How one chooses to respond and act on it is a matter of personal responsibility and self-control. Nothing's sexier to me than a man with self-control.
And it's easy for a woman to say that who's mastered it after getting dick thrown at you your whole fucking life. Like it's easy for y'all to say that, but again, for a man, it is rare. It is rare.
Women, women are really blessed because they get dick and pussy thrown at them.
You feel me? And yeah, let's make that a point too. Like bitches to come and just throw some shit at y'all everybody like it ain't shit. Walk up on you in the club, the grocery store, whatever. Bitches ain't throwing no cat at no man like that. Like so that whole
that's because you said something. Key, you said when a woman throw a pussy at you, you don't even want to eat it. So a lot of women are probably like, they might be thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck him or I want to slam him, but they don't say it.
There's a difference. It's on how you carry yourself about how you throw it at me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you just throwing that bitch out there like a boomerang to see if I'm gonna come back, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit right there, like you made it entirely way too easy. Now you letting me know your intentions, but like still want to get to know me type shit. Like we may meet that morning, and throughout that whole day, you let me know that you gonna fuck the shit out of me, but you still getting to know me throughout that day until you actually see me. You know what I'm saying? Like you taking an interest in me. That's different. Like bitch, I'm probably gonna do it then. You know what I'm saying? Because it like I look at it now to where we all human. You just you like what you see and you want what you like. And you ain't just out here a hoe throwing that bitch out and passing out like government cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference.
That government cheese used to be good though.
That's a good
That's
point, though,
because you
Ghost.
didn't. Because you didn't know no better. You thought that shit was good. You didn't know no better.
That government cheese is good. The fuck is wrong with you?
What you mean is or was? You still
What?
eating that shit?
I
Oh,
wish
okay.
I could find it right now.
Exactly. You don't eat it right now because you know that ain't what's up.
I would eat it if I could find it.
If
That
you
shit is the
had
best
to, no,
thing
no, not if you could find. If you had to, you would.
Listen,
You probably know somebody that probably get it, and you ain't never asked that bitch for no cheese.
anybody get it? Let's test me.
See, she
Can I
just trying
get
to
that
prove a
damn
point
cheese?
now. She just want to prove a point now.
Johnny said, "Don't throw no dick at me." Johnny, ain't nobody throwing no dick at you.
I gotta go, y'all, but I'm gonna keep listening.
I gotta go too. It's 10:09. What the fuck is going on? I gotta meet
Love
him.
y'all.
See y'all later.
Thank you,
Y'all have a good
thank you,
day.
Kevin, for hosting. This was a good Freestyle Friday, y'all. So I just want to
All right.
recap on the stuff that we talked about. Ghost, you're hilarious. I can't with you. I swear to God. We read the positive thought today. July is the month of understanding, and today we focused on the eye and spirit, right? You know, focusing on yourself, being more positive, understanding the role of your ego. A lot of us talk about ego as a negative thing, but the flip side of ego, as the positive thought read, is ego is the thing that gets you up, puts you on that bike to work out, makes you brush your teeth, makes you wash your face. You know, ego plays a positive role in our lives. So keep that in mind. Then we got into where does respect start in a relationship, right? And we leveraged, it was inspired by the Keke Palmer and the Usher incident, where a lot of people responded, well, he didn't put a ring on it. Why should he have a say? But when does level of respect really start in a relationship? Does it start after you get a ring on your finger? Or does that level of respect develop throughout the life of the relationship, right? And why is there a population of people that always say, oh, well, I don't give a fuck. They didn't put no ring on my finger. But they're not going to put a ring on your finger if you just being disrespectful. Nobody wants to take a risk and find out if you're going to be respectful after the fact, right? So that's just something to think about as we unlearn toxic traits and behaviors and try to relearn healthier ways of being so that we can develop healthier relationships, being healthier, healthy relationships, whether it's your friend, your family, your significant other, whatever it is. All right. And so I hope you got whatever you came here to get today. This is Coffee with Friends. And today is Friday. I will be back. Peace and love. I'm going to send y'all out with the positive vibes because you know what I say, no matter how low.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
What?
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Yeah.
I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I'm Roar to D-Bone. Peace and love. Going for now, never forever. I'm out. Get this message, y'all. Hey. Hey.
I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave.
I've been doing shit
my way, or the highway, and in the driveway is a nice way. Cause I'm down through the climb, I ain't right pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient. Hey. But I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel
low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, so no, man, I still go.
And I don't, y'all. I'm out. Peace, y'all.